What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Here we are with another reaction. In this, we have a 98-year-old British soldier reveals truth about India's partition. Absolutely, thoroughly excited to jump in, and we're only going to react to 5 minutes of this conversation. Before we jump in, though, if you guys happen to enjoy this, don't forget to subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, and if you'd like to support the channel by becoming a member, all you got to do is hit that join button to receive your exclusive benefits. Let's get right to it.
Okay, so something that you remember from your experience about the things that happened during the freedom fight by Mahatma Gandhi or Muhammad Jinnah.
Well, as you know, after I don't know where to quite begin with this. You see, unfortunately, India was wanting its independence immediately after the war, understandably. The British government wanted to get the hell out of India as fast as it could because they were poor, the war had finished, they were losing money hand over fist, the country was destitute. And they realized you could not control a country like India unless you had massive amounts of soldiers there to control the population. Well, they couldn't do this. After the war, all the soldiers were going home, and they were not prepared to keep on trying to control India. So they wanted to get the hell out as fast as they could.
Yeah, but they would also left India in a very bad situation.
Exactly, that's
what I was finna say. It seems like, but they were the ones who put India in that situation. It's like they came and drained India of all the money and the resources and everything it had. And then now that India is destitute, poor, they can't control the population. Now they're losing money and trying to rule India. Now it's like, okay, let's get up out of here. Even though you're the one who put India in that situation in the first place. It's absolutely crazy to me. Like, what do you guys think about that? Like, that's baffling to me.
That's what I'm coming to. That's exactly what I'm coming to.
Just like to add a little, like even during the World War II, and when the famine happened, like we talked about, 3 million people died over there. But most of the food supplies actually were given to the British soldiers during that time.
Probably quite.
So the priority was based on who deserves to eat.
That's right. Oh yeah, I believe that's probably quite true.
Yeah, so they completely left India out of any resources during that time, and then they were like, oh, we don't have anything else to.
Yes, I do understand that, and I know that did happen. But you see, to go back to the business of the independence. Understandably, India wanted immediate independence. Britain wanted immediately out of India. So the two came together. Unfortunately, it was done too quickly. And the people let's go back a little bit. At one time, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, Gandhi, and Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru wanted a unified India. Now, towards the end, for some reason, Muhammad Ali Jinnah wanted a separate Pakistan.
Can I add a question over here?
Yeah.
Who do you think is responsible for India's partition?
Britain and Muhammad Ali Jinnah, these two. Because Gandhi and Nehru still wanted a total India, the whole country. But they even offered Muhammad Ali Jinnah to be the first Prime Minister of India when independence was proclaimed, and he refused.
So why? I'm not sure who Muhammad Ali Jinnah is. I'm not sure of this character. My question, though, is like, why would he refuse? Did he not like India? Did he hate the thought of a unified India? Because for Gandhi and Nehru to actually offer for him to be the first president of India, like that's an amazing honor. So I feel like, why would you not take that? Why would you want a separate Pakistan instead? That doesn't make sense to me. Wow.
He wanted an independent Pakistan for some reason.
And that changed pretty much towards the
attitude. That changed the attitude between Jinnah and Gandhi and Nehru. Initially, they had been great friends, and Jinnah suddenly sort of flipped over to the side. And what then happened was the fault of the British. instead of taking time to recognize necessary boundaries which should occur between the two countries, they just drew a line. For example, Kashmir was ruled by a Hindu ruler, yet the majority of the population were Muslim. Mm-hmm. So instead of trying to figure this out, what are we going to do, they just drew a line. Now look at the problem in Kashmir today. Yep. Both countries are fighting about it all the time.
Yep.
That's the reason why. Punjab is another good example.
That's crazy. So, of course it would be Britain's fault. They just drew a line and said, this is it. This is your territory. This is your territory. And it's like, but they had a Hindu ruler. And now that you drew that line, you've got a Hindu ruler in a land with more Muslims than Hindus. So, feel like they kicked him out and then kicked all the Hindus out because they had the numbers, and now you got those issues with Kashmir today because it's supposed to be like Indian territory, but I guess they don't want Indian influence, or India's trying to take it back, and then while India's trying to take it back, people look at it as like as a bad thing because of what's happening to the citizens in Kashmir, but nobody looked at it as a bad thing when all the Hindus in Kashmir were removed out of fear of all the Muslims and everything. So how can you now look at it as a bad thing for them wanting their land back? I'm not sure.
The Sikhs live in Punjab.
Yeah.
The very place where your leader of Sikhism was born is now in Pakistan.
Yeah.
And yet your golden temple is Amritsar. So tell me that a line should have been drawn down there. Yeah. It should have been done that way or this way, one or the other. Yes. Now, you see, to me, it was deliberate. It was a deliberate policy to get rid of this as fast and as quickly as possible.
And also, like, deliberate, it is also one of the strategies of Britishers, like what they call is divide and rule.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's right. Divide and rule.
How they did it.
That's right. Yeah. That's how they did the whole empire all the way through the centuries, divide and rule.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And just with one decision that they took, 80 years ago, and still people are fighting, and the countries are fighting,
right.
The whole country.
But it wasn't just the British, it was Muhammad Ali Jinnah as well. And he was the pusher for it. I blame him. Because, Gandhi in particular was a non-violent man of peace.
What is your viewpoint about?
So that's all we're gonna do with this video, and I would love to hear your thoughts on the subject that they were talking about. We know it's crazy to me that Britain, because basically they came to India because why? India is a very rich country. India had many resources. They drained those resources. And then they're like, well, we can't get out of here fast enough. It's costing us money. Let's go. It's crazy. And then I don't know what made Jinnah switch up and want a separate Pakistan. I'm not sure. So if you know of all these answers to the questions, please don't hesitate to drop them in the comment section. That's all we have. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, and check out the next one. I'll see you guys next time.